Hello, my name is Chelsea Burke, and today I'm excited to talk to you about RefineOne. RefineOne is a private consulting company. We offer professional services, and we are available to a variety of organizations. We were established in 2017, so we've been operating for 5 years now. Our 1 and 2 years were focused on initial strategies, just getting community buy-in, meeting new clients, creating investors, and then year three through 5 was focused on growth, increasing number of companies that we were working with, our marketing investment to kind of boost the number of companies and clients that we had. And so that was our year 3 through 5 focus. Our purpose, what do we do? So RefineOne, we focus on, we provide consulting services to organizations that are seeking to improve their employee retention. And with improving employee retention, that also improves their success outcomes, or hopes to improve their success outcomes as a company. And that's, we believe, is directly related to employee retention. Our mission statement, RefineOne provides customized consulting services that focus on refining one area to improve overall employee retention and success outcomes. Our goals. So our primary goal, and really the theme of what we do, is to refine one. So refine at least one theme area that should be improved, that would increase employee retention. And it could be more than one area that we improve or recommend to improve, but we primarily focus on one key area. In that, we want to provide excellent customer service to the clients that hire us. And our outcome goal would be that our analysis would provide the client with where they can pick and choose pieces, but ultimately would have that primary theme that we recommend that they would use to improve employee retention. So making a change, if you will, based off of what our analysis comes up with. Objectives: develop a customized contract with clients that will address their needs. So this could look differently depending on the client's needs, whether or not they want us to come in for a week and sit down with various stakeholders, interviewing them to kind of collect our data, or if they would rather us just operate remotely. So doing all of our work via remote, still meeting with stakeholders, but via Zoom, not face-to-face in person. And then what do they want out of that? Do they want goals for next year included in that analysis, or goals for the next 2 years to improve employee retention? So kind of analyzing with each customer, what do they want, and then creating a contract based off of what they want and what they need. Then after that, after we decide on what the contract will be and collect the data, then we would be presenting this data to the client, which would typically be your administrative team or your cabinet or your board, and then make recommendations based off the research conducted. So kind of coming to the client and saying, okay, we've met with various stakeholders across your company. Here are the common themes or trends that we are seeing. Here is what we recommend to improve your employee retention within the next 1 to 2 to 3 years. So kind of highlighting further what I had just talked about: problem addressed, employee retention rates, success outcomes that directly relate to employee functions. So the success of a company, which parts of success of that company depend on employee retention rates. And then the solution provided, highlighting one key area to refine after completing analysis. So what is that one trending theme with your employees that could use some refining. Maybe it doesn't need complete revamping, it just needs a little bit of refining to be able to improve employee retention. And then that comprehensive analysis will provide the outcome risk assessment to determine how worth it is it to invest into this change, to make this change or adjustment or refinement, if you will, to improve employee retention. Okay, corporate level strategies. Horizontal integration. So over the next 5 years, we aim to integrate with a leadership mentoring consulting company. Why? Because then we can product bundle. So the services that we provide essentially just focus on refining one area that a company can choose to refine in order to improve employee retention. Well, if we can integrate with a consulting company that also offers mentorship or leadership training, then we could product bundle. So we could come in with this other organization that we've integrated with, and let's say spend a month with the client company and really take a deep dive into how their employees are doing, what do they need professionally, what do they need from a mentorship perspective, and what do they need from the company that can improve their satisfaction as an employee, which will ultimately improve employee retention. Okay, business level strategies, lowering costs. We have no home office. We determined that we do not need one, and so all of our employees are remote and travel as needed to the various client companies if that's their request. This reduces costs. We do not have to pay for rent of a building, utilities, insurance, etc. And so this reduces our costs automatically with all of our employees operating remotely. And then market segmentation. So assigning key managers to really take a look and determine who are our primary clients and what are their needs. Our services are not necessarily something that every company, especially smaller companies, are going to see as essential. And so who are the companies that would benefit from this service and would see significant success outcomes directly from employee retention rates being risen. Functional level strategies, experience curve. So as our volume of clients increase and we continue to serve more and more companies per year, our experience will increase with each of our managers and employees and create higher efficiency, which lowers costs. Our training will not take as long. We will be able to go in and execute better and more efficient. Mass customization. So as we continue to become more efficient, we could begin to replicate that result and be able to better customize per client experience for what they are looking for with that. Okay, our SWOT analysis, just taking a quick look. Some of our strengths are quick satisfaction results. When we are consulting with a company, that company can see immediate results sometimes, even if it's the smallest of things. Let's say, for example, the one thing that they are going to choose to refine is vacation hours. So immediately they can make that adjustment with HR, employees see an immediate effect, and satisfaction results go up, employee retention goes up. Even over the next year to 2 years, they can see that satisfaction result go up. Time efficient for clients. So we provide a service to our clients that they essentially do not have time to do. So we are coming in, taking something off of their plate, which creates more efficiencies for them. Weaknesses, we need to continue building a reputation and building a rapport with the community and clients, and really showing companies that what we do is a necessity and is going to improve their employee retention, and really drive home the fact of why employee retention is important to their long-term success in their strategic plan as an organization. Opportunities. This is a hot button topic right now. Workers are quitting all over the country, and companies need workers. So we can come in and really say, okay, here are areas that you can refine to keep and actually retain your employees and not lose them. Threats. So as I kind of mentioned earlier, clients may not view this as essential, especially during a pandemic, during a crisis time. They may not be looking to outsource or invest in their employees per se. And so that is a threat. Okay, kind of looking at our balanced scorecard. I know this is quite a bit to look through, so I will just kind of summarize. Critical success factors financially, that we are able to provide a salary to our employees, a high benefits package that's comparable, expansion in the next 5 years, and savings to be able to do those expansions. For customers, is the experience worth the cost and the value? We want them to believe that it is worth it long term for them. Service results in direct employee retention increase percentage over the next 1 to 2 years, and employee satisfaction is improved, as well as their competitive advantage. Internally, our managers feel empowered to make decisions. There's open communication and dialogue. Essentially, we practice what we preach. We know what we do well, and we know what we don't do well, and we execute that. Employee time is used wisely and efficiently. So we don't have certain employees that are pouring in way too much time and their work-life balance is off, versus the other problem of employees twiddling their thumbs and not having enough to do, but not really knowing how to ask for that. So trying to avoid that. And then innovation and learning. So really doubling the number of clients served in the next 5 years is a primary goal of ours. Integrate with a leadership mentor consulting company. I had mentioned that earlier. That alone would be able to allow us to offer more bundle packages and services to clients that are requesting that. So instead of them outsourcing and looking for services from multiple consulting companies, they can get it all in one package. And then expand technology use. So with that, our goal would be to outsource with a technology company that can better help us with our analysis package that we provide to our clients. Okay, critical measurements of this. So kind of reviewing, are we hitting our benchmark salaries? Is our strategic plan on track to profit over the next 5 years? How is an annual employee satisfaction doing? We can measure that with a survey for our clients and for us internally as well. SWOT analysis that we had just talked about. So doing an annual review of that SWOT analysis. What are our strengths? What are our weaknesses, opportunities, and threats? And then outsourcing, as I had mentioned previous, with another company for higher efficiency within our technology of the package that we offer. All right, rewards and feedback. So is this a desirable salary as a part of our personal employee retention plan? It's not the whole part, but it is part of it, and it's an important part. It's same as for benefit package as well. And then savings. This will allow for future expansion, allow for our employees to get creative and really think through what can we do in the next 5 to 10 years. Internal perspective, practicing what we preach as a company. So really knowing how our employees are doing and how our employee retention rates are, because that is the business that we are in. And so if we do not have great employee retention rates, that does not look well upon what we are serving. Just like if you go to a hairdresser and her hair is not looking great, you might not trust that hairdresser as well. And then outsourcing will allow us to provide more to our clients, additional services, and that will give us that competitive advantage. And that is the end of highlighting what RefineOne can offer. I'm excited for the next 5 years and what that could look like for our company and how we could expand to be able to provide consulting services to refine that one primary area to boost employee retention for companies across the United States. Thank you for joining.